So when you won your championship with Cheetahs, I know you remember that. I know you remember the day. You probably remember
Oh
how
yeah,
hot it was.
yeah,
Yeah, you remember play by play.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna. I want you to tell me how that whole day felt from the moment you woke up till that final whistle and lifting up that trophy.
Right. So the first thing, it's a great story. The first thing that I decided on that day was that we were not going to lose. It was a team that we had lost to, but it was a team that we had beaten. And I remember saying to my coach, if they come out in a certain, so what had happened was we were undefeated apart from one team.
Who?
It was that one team that we played in the final, Portsmouth Dreadnoughts. It was that one team that we
Oh,
played in the finals. So we beat them. We lost to them at their ground. We took that loss back, and then it was like the finals was the final game. So I already made it a movie. It was already a movie. So, but I decided personally when we woke up that day that I was not going to lose. Secondly, I decided that it was definitely going to be my last thing I did that day. But when you play American football, especially being the last game of the season, you can throw caution to the wind.
yep.
Like there is no point. There is no point saving it for the. There is nothing to save it for. You throw caution to the wind. But I definitely remember it from the national anthem. I remember my teammates, just the whole yellow all just lined up side by side. It's on onside production. I watch it sometimes. Shout out to onside production. But yeah, I remember being side by side, the national anthem. It's just been an amazing experience, man. It was a hot, sunny day as well. The grass was looking, whoo, the grass was looking delicious, man. Oh, what a day! And yeah, just getting into it. The first play they came out in a formation that I was familiar with, and the moment they did that, and the moment that they ran through the gap that I expected them to run through, I was like, "You're done, you're done, you're done." I mean, I'm living in the OC's mind. Me and the OC, we know each other now, and yeah, that game was very cool. There was a few tackle for losses, few sacks, amazing teammates though. Like the group of guys that I was with was crazy. There was this running back that 100% should have played for GB, even if he was like sixth string. He should have been there because he was doing things for banter that was terrifying. But yeah, what a game! We started that game on a play action pass, literally fake to the running back, deep bomb, straight touchdown. I was like, what a day! But my favorite thing was just the feeling at the end. It's very hard to describe because I was chasing the ring. I'd been chasing, well, you
Yeah.
won't know because
Oh
you're
no.
Mr.
Yeah.
Double Ring.
I
Oh
got
yeah,
two.
when I started,
Yeah, I got two.
you,
So
you made me sick. You made me sick. Well, I've been chasing the ring for so long, man, for so long. Ever since one of my coaches used to come to every training session with a ring on.
oh
Ever since I used to see him do that, it just in my head it was ingrained that I need one. I don't care what it says in it. I need to earn one. So right at the end of the game, I just remember this feeling of just like almost just like it's not even euphoria is the wrong word, relief. There was a sense that something else took over my body. Like till today, I'm still chasing that feeling.
yeah.
Like I remember that once it happened, I just broke into dance, man. I was just like, why? I just like crip walked, did a little give a little shimmy and got hugged by a teammate, and it was just crazy. And that day, I remember my coach won me over because when he went to get his medal, because we didn't have a trophy, because Bafa did not respect us at all. They didn't even give us a gold medal. We had the silver one
Oh
because
wow.
I don't know why, but it was just Bafa. But yeah, I remember when my coach went to get his medal, and I remember seeing him, and it was when he walked up to get his medal, he grabbed it, shoved his fist in the air, and let out this primal roar.
Yeah.
And when he did that, I was like, nah, I'm following this guy, because it meant it just because it meant something, it meant a lot to a lot of different people. And it was just a great sense of togetherness. It was a great sense of accomplishment. It was a great sense of if you that was when I was like, I know I'm one of those people that, you hear motivation speaks, if you achieve, if
You
you
can do
believe
yeah.
you achieve, all of that shit.
Yeah.
But that moment was one of the first moments that I actually believed it. I was like, if you actually want something and you're willing to put your heart to it and you're willing to just grind, you don't care if it comes with back pain, you don't care if it comes with pain, you don't care if it comes with hurt, you don't care what burden it comes with.
Yeah.
You really want that thing, you're gonna get it because you just can't be denied. So hopefully it can't be denied again because I got a taste for it. I kind of want another one now. So
Okay. Well, that's
yeah.
that's leading into the next question. So what are your personal goals for 2022 and 2023 season? So we're going to talk 2 seasons over. And what do you expect for your team to achieve in those 2 seasons as well?
Personally, this season coming, the one that we're in, last time I said this, I got injured, right?
Oh,
So I'm gonna touch wood, and I'm gonna say again to finish, right? Not just to finish the season, but to finish it convincingly, like
okay.
double digit sack, digits tackles, double digit picks, double digit stats. Just to be like, no, your injury comebacks weren't fluky. Because sometimes you can say, "Oh, I've come back," and all
Yeah.
you did was stand in the corner and backpedal. Like that's not comeback, bro. Like so, I want it to be that. I want it to be involved. I want it to feel like I could hang still, right?
Yes.
Obviously, to win a ring would be great for the team, but most importantly, I want us to understand, like, proper establish an identity, like to build on that football culture that we've started, but to definitely solidify it to be like we are the Hertfordshire Cheetahs. We are a football program. We play football and we do it
Good.
disgustingly well. It doesn't matter what level we are in, we do it disgustingly well. That's my
Okay.
hope for the team. And I feel like if we do that, then there's no way we can't win because we've got the talent, we've got the coaches, we've got the culture. It's just putting that all together. And hopefully the other teams will help us by not having that. So it makes it a lot easier. But even if they do, like just to be able to compete in self and know who we are, that's why I'm hoping for the team. And personally, yeah, it'd be nice to win a ring, but to finish a whole season with respectable stats, that is the main goal
Okay.
right now.
And for 2023, for next year.
Youth, it's got to be the young boys. I mean, especially if we're trying to you know, challenge the older, especially in Prem. Like we have to figure out how to use the program that we currently have with a lot of talents coming in to eh, further establish a stronghold as a football program.
Okay.
So for next year, maybe it's one of those things that, yeah, of course I would love to play, and of course I would love to be involved, but looking forward, like proper thinking proactively ahead to what the next generation can do and what the 18-year-olds, because I rode a bench and riding a bench is not fun and it's not the best way to get better. Like, I mean, it's really not. It really is not a good way to get better. So for them to have experiences, especially at the top level, to be like, okay, this is how you improve, this is how you develop, and to carry the team and have establishing roles, that would be the hope. That would be the hope. That would be the main thing for 2023 season.
Okay. Okay. And where do you expect your team? I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot here. Where do you expect your team to finish 2022? At what position? Top,
Right.
in second?
Between you and I, um, nah, between you and I and the whole league, they can hear this too. Top. And it isn't because, oh, I'm arrogant, or it isn't because I think we deserve it, or I'm not even trying to be what is it that people do nowadays? Positive affirmation. No,
Yeah.
screw that. Where we belong is the top. We've made a lot of sacrifices. There's a lot of good football players there, and there's coordinators that can make something happen.
Okay.
So 100%, there is no reason why I can't see us finishing top. However, if we do get in our own way and we do think if we overthink it, if we don't come in with the correct attitude, I can see us finishing second,
Oh.
and that would be second or third even, and that would be so worst case scenario third, best case scenario first, and we don't deserve third. We really don't. There is, and no disrespect to anyone. I'm not being disrespectful or being braggadocious,
Yeah.
but it's just the way it is. If things go right and we do what we need to do, there is no one.
So
There should be no one that can do anything to stop us in our division.
okay. So who's in your division?
We are playing South Wales Warriors, Brushmore Knights, Bournemouth Bobcats, and the Oxford Saints.
Okay. So you're not in the other division with Hornets, Cambridge,
Now, in the
Essex
summertime,
Spartans.
in lockdown,
Yeah. And Blitz and all them. So you're not playing. You're not playing any of those teams. So
but during lockdown season, we played all those teams. We played Hornets, we played Blitz, we didn't play the Cats. but we definitely played Hornets. We played Blitz. We didn't play the Spartans.
Yeah.
So maybe those two, seeing the Spartans again, that would be a dream scenario. Us versus them in the finals, that would be crazy. But yeah, no, we played the Hornets. We played Blitz. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good programs. Like Wembley Stallions have improved a lot. They don't know,
Yeah.
but I've been keeping an eye on them. They've been doing a lot. They've been doing a lot. So yeah, it makes it very interesting. But yeah, no, we played those guys before as well, and our record looks very good against both Blitz and Hornets.
Well.
It'd be good to play the Hornets again. They're a very good program. That was a fun game.
Okay.
Very fun game. Got injured playing them, so that was a fun game.
So obviously the season is in week 3, and the Blitz B are 0-3. The Hornets, I believe, are 3-0, if I'm correct. Do you think if you could? I love that. So if you were to, let's say you're to meet the Hornets, who's winning? Hertfordshire or Hornets?
Awesome.
How much?
No, ask them.
Ask
They know.
them.
They know the scores.
Oh, what was the score last time when you lot played in the
They
COVID
know the
season?
scores.
What was the score?
I can't remember, but they know. They know what it is.
Okay.
They know what it is.
Did you not embarrass them?
Now, it wasn't that we embarrassed them. They're a very good program filled with a lot of good athletes, and it was a very good game. But like I said, if we're all switched on, it's a different beast. It's a different beast altogether, and that's just it. Like, it's no disrespect to any team, but there's just something about that team, like especially what we can do. Like, it's almost. I've watched us play down to a lot of people's levels. I would love to see us be at our best, and then see what happens then. See who can actually hang, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So if we get that attitude and we're a bit more foot into the ground, I don't see why we can't. Why not? Like, why not?
Okay.
Hornets are a good program. Like I said, I don't even fear them. I don't fear them. No disrespect to the Hornets. Good program, amazing tacklers, good linebackers. There's a player there that I have mad respect for. He was playing a game with a broken wrist, but still, that's not going to help you. Like, you come up against the Cheetahs, there's only one result you should expect.
Okay. So, is there any team in Division 1 that you feel like is your team's bogey team that always have your number?
Yeah, it's called the Hertfordshire Cheetahs. We're the only ones that can get in our way, man. Like, look, I keep telling you. I keep telling you, man. Like,
okay.
We're the only ones that can get in our way. Like, again, it's not a disrespect thing. It's not me being an arrogant. It's not even an arrogance thing. It's just that team is such a good team, and it has such a high ceiling of possibilities that it's exciting. It's exciting, man. It's a very, very exciting program. And the teams that we've got, they're very good too. They've got good programs. You know what I mean? I've been paying attention. I know Rushmore Knights can do bits, but they've got 1 or 2 players. Having star players is fantastic, but you can't beat a team. You cannot beat a team with amazing athletes.
Wow. Okay. There is actually one question I wanted to ask, and I forgot to ask it earlier, so I'm going to do it now. So, I heard before the lockdown season that there were, obviously the Black George Floyd and all the protesting, there was a particular thing that happened at the Cheetahs.
Interesting.
How did you
speak to some inside people?
Yes. So, how did you when that statement was made? What was your first reaction?
I mean, the thing that was funniest about it was that I didn't actually know of the actual incident. Like, I'm not on the platform that this incident was happening on. But what I did know was the individual.
Okay.
And I was cool with this individual. Like, this individual, even still today, I don't harbor any negative feelings towards this individual, you know. But it was a very sad thing to happen, because I watched, like I said, our greatest thing is our bond. And once that starts to fall apart, it can have such negative and detrimental effects. So that was my biggest fear, was that we were losing a teammate. And my belief is to, you know, what is it? They say hit with the right and then draw with the left. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what we needed to do. But at the same time, if something's poisoning an organization, especially with a lot of people that are sacrificing a lot to make that happen, it has to go. And it was very sad to see this person go, but I completely understood. There is no place for that in a team, especially in a team sport filled with so many different people, so many different representations, so many different backgrounds. You can't have those opinions. And if you are gonna have those opinions, you definitely don't do it on a public platform where everybody can see. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't even be thinking like that in the first place. But knowing that person's background and knowing where that person's from and what that person's gone through, like I said, I was very close with that individual. So I knew his line of thinking, and I knew that it's not that he's necessarily malicious. He's just not cognitively compassionate,
Yeah.
or he's not compassionate to other people's
Thought.
ideologies at times. And he just picked the wrong time. And it was just watching that implode. It was important that everybody realized that we all stood together, and it wasn't that we weren't going to let this single isolated incident drive a wedge between something good that we had. Because like I said, when everybody's switched on, when everybody's focused, you can be from Mars. We don't care. As long as you wear the Cheetahs kit and you're gonna play good hard football, welcome, welcome,
Okay.
welcome. Come kick ball. But for me, it was very disappointing, and hearing it and hearing a lot of my teammates and people I consider brothers be very passionate about it because it hurt them a lot more. You know what I mean? Like I was able to kind of separate my feelings from it, but watching it and seeing how it affected people that were very close to me, that was quite alarming, and it really rung home that this situation was actually incredibly messy. And like I said, I even till today, secretly between you and I do miss the dude. I wish he was something different, and I wish he didn't express that. And I wish he could just be part of the team because he was an asset. I'm not gonna lie to you, he was an
Yeah.
asset. He was raw, but he was an asset, and every asset is valuable, especially if you take care of it. But
It
when you
was
become a liability and you're poisoning the squad, you have to go. You have to go. You have to go. So
okay. Fair enough.
it's my 2 cents on it.
It's nice to hear another person's perspective on it, and yeah, can't disagree. Okay, so this one I love doing. I love doing it because everyone gets caught up and everyone starts to sort of choke to a sense because they can't pick. They can't. They have too many minds. They have too many people in their heads. They can't pick who they want. So I want you to give me your starting 11 offensive players and your starting 11 defensive players from South London Renegades, Hertfordshire
Woo!
Hurricanes, Essex
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Spartans, and your current
Woo-hoo-hoo!
team, Hertfordshire Cheetahs. And you can only give me one.
Woo-wee!
So only one.
Woo-wee! Hey, why are you doing this to me?
Hey, only
Why are
one.
you doing this to
And
me, man?
this, these,
Ooh, this is tough.
these have to be. These are the best players that you know. These are the ones that pop into your head first, instantly when you think of that position.
Ooh,
So
tough, tough, tough,
we're gonna
tough.
start with offense. We are
Mhm.
going to play a spread offense, one
Okay,
back.
4 receivers,
Okay.
single back.
Yeah. So let's start with the offensive line first.
The tackle's got to be Sam Nola. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ali Sam Nola, yeah, was one of the greatest, greatest. Listen, he was so good. He was. I hate like we're at back and forth, yeah. But that boy is so good at being a lineman, and I think because he wasn't trying to be anything else. But Ali Sam Nola is definitely my tackle.
Okay.
Definitely my tackle. My God, there were so many people, so many different people played guard, and so many I can't remember. But there's a guy called Sam Truff. I don't know if you've known him. I don't think you know him. He's quite young.
At
Sam
Hearts.
Truff. I can't say his name. Sam Truff. He was such a good lineman. I'm putting him as guard.
Okay.
Center. I'm going with James Newman. I don't even think he plays center, but I know that he loves football, and I
Okay.
know that James well used to love football, and I know that James he's super reliable. So he's my other center. Guard will be Joel, even though he
Okay.
plays D line now, and he's a very very good D lineman. I remember Joel
But
at uni.
if you put him at O line, you can't put him on D line.
He's staying at O line
Okay.
because O line is very hard to. There's not that many good O linemen that you remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I remember, and he goes hand in hand with Keith on the other
Ah.
tackle. And the
Okay.
reason he goes hand in hand with Keith is because both of those guys have run me over together while I played linebacker. So till the day I die, I would never forget that moment. Anyone that I've forgotten, maybe you were the year before me, or I don't remember. Your name hasn't popped up yet. What after the end of this interview, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that's that guy's name. But yeah, that's the line I want. That's the line
Okay.
I want.
Let's go receivers.
Oh, this is tough. Receivers is very, very
Oh
tough. Receivers,
yeah. I had this. I
very,
had this. Yes.
very tough.
I had this a couple days ago with someone
Ooh,
else, they couldn't know who to
receivers are
pick.
so tough, especially for Hearts. Oh, we've had so many, so many, so many, so many,
You know,
so
it's
many
not
good.
just Hearts.
I know, I know, I know. Ah, man, even then, I'm even trying to remember. Oh, now you even got me messed up. Oh, you got me super messed up. All right, cool. Here's where we're gonna go, right? So my true X. Ooh. All right, there's this guy, yeah. He's quite young, right? Very young, very, very, very young. And he's currently coming to us. Oh, there's so many. Nah, cool. Because I'm gonna split. I'm gonna split it with cheaters. I'm gonna split it, put some cheaters receivers there. My ex, I'm gonna go with this guy. He's very, very young, but he's called Tak Ahmed. He's got a lot to go. Like he's got a lot to still develop and a lot to work on.
Okay.
But his ceiling is so exciting that yeah, he's gonna be there. Whether he's developing or whatever, he's definitely there. I want him there.
All
I want
right.
him there. I want Mike BB as my slot, just because he was consistently good. On the other side,
Oof. I can
all
see.
right, there was a guy called James Schofield, right?
Okay.
He had very, very good hands. I mean, his hands were so good. He was consistently good. I think we started calling him Julio. Like after Julio Jones, like he was very, 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 very another consistent guy. Ooh, there's so many guys.
Hey,
So
whoever
many
gets
guys.
forgotten, you know, they'll just be hitting you up in your DMs and
I don't care, bro. Like I don't even care. I want the smoke. I want the smoke, boy. I'm trying to think who my other slot receiver would be. There's literally so many names pop up. There's Kyle, there's Axel, there's so many names.
oh, so who's taking that
So
slot?
many,
Who's
so
taking that
many names.
slot?
Now, I'll tell you what, yeah, I'm actually gonna go to Spartans for this one, especially
Oh,
because this way it's less beefy. Oh, can I even remember this dude's name? I can't remember his name,
if you
which
can't
is
remember his
forgive me,
name, then you
forgive
don't.
me, bro,
Then he's
forgive
not
me.
that great.
He
Then
always ran sideways, right? But he had a skill set that was incredibly. He was exciting to watch. Like
uh-huh.
he would go the wrong way, he would run the wrong way, but eventually he would still loop around, find the right way, run and score a touchdown. So just for the end of round plays.
Okay.
I know that didn't make sense, but he would
Uh,
run 30 yards sideways to get a first down. When if he ran upfield, he would have got a first down
yeah.
immediately. But this dude was he because of that attribute alone, I'd put him on the team for end of rounds
Okay.
because
So no Kyle, no Timmy.
now again those
Oh,
guys the reason those guys
oh.
missed out is I've watched them drop stuff
Okay.
and I especially those two dudes, their ceilings in my mind was nuts. Now, MBB, the reason he got the slot was because I'd watched him at juniors. So
Ah.
that's how he's edged out those guys.
Okay.
Because I'd seen him from juniors, I'd watched him at uni, and if he kept playing, I knew he would have done bits. But because he was just consistent, and when I remember someone being just that consistent, there's no way you're going to lose out. And there's loads of people I missed. There's Harry Brown. There's
Yeah.
literally
A lot of
loads
names.
of people. There was a few receivers that I can't even remember their names off the top of my head.
I'm gonna
But
see a couple tomorrow.
yeah, exactly. Leo, man, look to those guys. I apologize,
All
but I
right.
just
All
can't.
right.
Can't,
So
can't
that's
remember.
receivers done. Let's hit up the running backs.
Man, okay. So this guy, only because Sam Nola's playing on my line,
The
but even
fact
if
that
he wasn't,
the
Dwight,
fact that you have this running back's name straight up, there's no hesitation. You know
no, Dwight.
exactly who
Listen,
you're picking.
Dwight Coker was just like there was a few people I played with. There was a guy in my juniors called Malachi. He was built like Marshawn Lynch for a junior,
Yeah.
but I don't know what he would have done in the seniors if he kept playing. There's a few as well. There was Ade at juniors. He was very very good, but again, if he kept playing, I don't know what he would have done. The reason I picked Dwight though is because Dwight has this amazing skill set that's terrifying. He can cut you in a space this wide.
Yeah.
You can literally go try to hit him in a hole, and he will cut you in a space this wide. You literally can't give him any space either side of you. You have to come down on him quick, and you have to break down, make a tackle, because otherwise he's going to embarrass you. So he was good, and he was quite strong. He was very strong. I remember watching him do like 160 squat as a rookie.
Yeah.
We were doing a P3 session, and I was watching him just squat the weight, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm not, I'm not running into that dude anytime soon. But he was a very good back that I can remember. But Rodney was also good. Ben Johnson, I liked Ben Johnson. He was very fast.
Yes. White
BJ,
Lightning.
White Lightning, he was very, very, very fast. So he was another player that I loved watching play running back. Obviously Prosper as well.
Yeah.
Prosper for his aesthetics, just to terrify everyone on their defense. But yeah, there was also a few Spartans. Nick Ford for Spartans is really good. Oh my God, no! Can I change Dwight for Adam? I'm changing Dwight for Adam.
Oh,
Adam
okay.
Adeniji for nah, man. See what you caused.
Hey, I didn't
You
cause
got me
nothing.
messed up, man.
I didn't
You
cause
got me messed
anything.
up. You know what you
I
did.
just
You
got
know
you
what you did.
thinking. That's all. I just got
You
you
know what you
thinking.
did. You got me messed up, man. You got me messed up. But it's between Dwight and Adam.
Okay.
Even though Dwight's played at Prem and all of that, Adam still has the skill set that you can't. He was 0 to 60 in 10 seconds, and he had no problem with tackling. He had none of that issue. And there's a few young backs as well. Like I really like H. Hafiz, he's got a massive ceiling as well. Like he doesn't realize what body he's in yet, but it'll click. The older he gets, he'll realize that actually, no, I'm in a special machine here. So he's another player that I would have had up there. But there was a lot of running backs that I played with that are very, very, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
So it's no longer the White, it's Adam H.
No, it's Adam and Adeniji.
Okay.
Just because I've seen him.
Wait, is he tall?
Yeah, he's quite tall.
Oh, he came to Blitz he came to Blitz.
Yeah, he
but
did.
didn't play.
He did when he left us. But I don't think he's playing anymore.
No.
But
Okay.
he had potential.
Okay. QB. Who is your quarterback?
Oh man. I don't know, man. Because I had this problem. There was winning QBs, and then there were QBs with good skill sets that could have done a lot, and then there were QBs that didn't have an opportunity. But for the purpose of my own scheme,
Yeah.
even though this guy does infuriate me sometimes, I'd have to go with Ash Bailey.
Okay.
Only because I can run a read option off of it, and I can trust that he'll make it work. You know what I mean? But I didn't see enough of his throwing for him to win the job outright. But again, there's so many guys. Even James Cunningham still had skills that I was like, you know what, like this guy can take his place. His just feet wasn't always on the ground. Ooh, I'm trying to think. Spartans, no. Cheetahs. I like Martin as well. He's very he's got great leadership skills, and he's easy to follow. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to give it to Ash Bailey just because of the scheme I want to play.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's gonna win it.
That's fair. So your offensive side has been picked.
Yeah.
Let's start with your defensive side. Shall we? What formation do you want to play? What defensive front do you want to play?
Let's go with 3 because.
Okay.
Let's go 3-4. And the end on the there was a lot of good ends as well. There was a lot of good ends. Oh, I'm gonna have to put myself there though.
Nope. You cannot.
Quick.
You are.
I was so quick off the line.
You are not allowed. Nope. You're not allowed on the
myself on
defense.
the
You are not allowed to select yourself. That's a cop out. So let's go. Who's your defensive end?
Right, defensive end. I played with a lot of good defensive ends, man. There was this guy. He has a twin brother. He played for the Spartans as well. Oh, how can I not remember these boys' names? He played for the Spartans as well. He had a twin brother on offense. That guy he was really good.
Yeah.
He was very, very good. Very good. DT has to be Johnny Ridge.
Okay.
John Ridge at defensive tackle. And the other end. Oh no, Pat Armstrong. No, there's a guy on my team currently. I'm not gonna shout too much because I like to keep him a secret.
No.
He's quiet. His name is Pat Armstrong. He's quietly incredibly intelligent for his position.
Okay.
Like you see him, you won't think he can do anything at D line, but he's such a useful tool that it's absolutely crazy, and you wouldn't even know that he can pull it off. But he's definitely on my tackle. On my end.
Might have to hit him up on Facebook or Insta. Okay.
No, do it. He's good. He's a good brain. Good look as well.
Okay.
Trying to think. Let me start with the weak side. We'll call it, I don't know, like Will.
Yeah.
I'll put a guy called Dan Levitt there. Just again, because he's consistently making tackles.
All right.
Consistently. Consistently. Now here's the oh no, tell her that I'm taking him out. I'm going with Dom Gold. Dom Gold. Dom
Okay.
Gold is playing. Dom
Oh.
Gold is playing. Dom Gold is playing. Dom Gold is playing on my linebacker team. I don't care. Dom Gold is playing on my linebacker team.
Okay.
Dom Gold, I'm gonna go with Harry Shelton.
Okay.
Just because he was another guy that he wasn't always the most. He didn't always know the playbook the best, but he good heart, good motor. Luke Beard, because he was another guy who just crazy sick middle linebacker, very good middle linebacker.
Nice.
Sam Becker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ben Spendlove when he played there. He didn't have the greatest. He was technically quite because he was a good end. Technically, he wasn't the greatest Sam, but he was built for that position. Like
All right.
he made a lot of plays. He did his job, and I always felt confident when he was on the other side of the field. So he's another guy I have there.
Okay, I got
For
you.
sure. Man, I'm gonna be kicking myself later when I remember all these people.
Yep, because there's a couple names that I'm gonna mention after you finish your list, and
No, do it.
All right. So your pretty boys in the backfield, DBs and safeties. Let's go.
Cornerback has got to be George Moore Arthur. Consistently. GMA. I don't know if you know him. He was
Yep, I played with him.
consistently. He's got mad calves, bro. His calves alone was he would have won him loads of games. Loads of games. He was
Okay.
very
So
good
George.
DB-wise. Yeah, George. The other side, I can't just go. Ooh, freaking Hurricanes.
You can pick. It's whatever you. It's the best players that you've seen play. Best players that you believe.
I mean, cornerback on the other side. I've got Samson Jones Cross there, but
Okay.
he was only there for one. Nah, fuck that. Gerald Shaw. Gerald Shaw is my other cornerback. Gerald, listen, Stevie G. Hey, listen, he out of everyone that he had the most pro look ever. Like he looked like a pro DB, and he if he put more mass on, yeah, people would be definitely speaking about him. But that kid, he was very good.
Okay.
Very good at DB. Like he was someone that again, I didn't have to look at his side of the field because I was like, yeah, you got no chance there. Safeties. Matt Smith's one of my safeties because he was another guy. He was a brain guy. Like he was very smart. Gave a lot to the sport as well. Shout out to him. He sacrificed a lot for that game, but he was very good at safety. Like he made me feel comfortable with him playing there. Strong safety.
Last
Who's done
position.
it better than me? That's the
The
question.
last position too.
Who's done it better? Well, it's my position, isn't it? So
Oh,
I'm trying to think who's done this job better. Like, if they were doing this job, I was, I mean, ooh, this is gonna be very controversial because this one's gonna cause issues because I'm DB captain. Now I'm gonna leave my Cheetahs boys out of it. All my Cheetah boys are great, and all my Cheetahs DBs are awesome,
cop
and they're
out.
fantastic players,
Cop out.
and they're the greatest. They're the greatest DBs ever. Just never forget that in case they see it. You're the greatest ever, boys. But my last safety. Oh my God, how did I forget this guy? There's a guy called Tiggy Sanko.
Okay.
I played with Tiggy at juniors, and I've never till today. So I don't fanboy when I play football. Like I love the team and I support the team, and I don't really go, oh my God, that guy is amazing. But this guy, yeah, I used to watch him. Like secretly, I'd be on the field with him, but I'd watch him. I'd be like, I'd be waiting for him to do something, right? And he's so good that he could play anywhere. But I'd put him at the strong side safety, Tiggy Sanko. He was one of the players I played with that I was like, oh my God, yeah, you're complete. He was American as well, like, so he was a different level to everybody else. But I can't wait to hear you remind me of all these people there, because I know I've missed so many.
So I was thinking one of your previous defensive captains, you know,
Interesting.
he came back last year during the COVID season.
Interesting.
Jacko.
What?
No.
Right. No. Here's the thing about him. right, is he's massive potential, massive potential. Just didn't see enough. I didn't see
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
I didn't see enough.
Fair
I
enough.
played beside him during my final years of uni, and together on the line, he was on the inside of me, and that stretch of football was the easily one of the greatest stretch of football that we played in ages. Like especially together, he has a scary like it's no wonder like NFL and CFL want to see him. He has such an athletic range that is mad. Like he can miss a tackle on one end, which he has. He's missed a tackle on one end, and he's made that same tackle in front of the safety off of just speed and hustle.
Yeah.
So watching a guy do that is very, very hard to fault him. But I just haven't seen a like consistently enough. Like maybe like 8 game stretch of just consistent him dominating would have
Okay.
put him above all the other guys. Like the other guys, I close my eyes and I remember them making a play consistently every single game. And there's been games he hasn't been there, and I haven't seen him do a few games, but he's a good player,
Okay.
definitely a good player.
And what about the other? What about another safety? Currently playing for the, I believe it's the Istanbul Rams. Chad?
Oh, Chad Warren. Now, so when I met Chad and Chad was on my team, he was a wide receiver.
Serious?
Yeah. So when we both played together, he didn't play DD, but he's
Ah,
another defensive back that I've seen catch people that he had no business catching. Like there's a play that my housemate and I watched recently of him against UWE, and a guy was literally on his way to making a touchdown, and Chad literally just I don't know where he gets this ungodly speed from, hauled ass and made a tackle, and I was just like, wow, we like that's a top level play. So he's
okay.
100%. If I'd seen more of Chad at safety, no brainer. But I just didn't. There was a lot of plays that I missed, like KJ, and same thing with Timmy actually. If because when Timmy came, it was his first year, and he was still very very skinny Timmy, and he was still finding his feet. But if I'd seen more of him, I
Yeah.
reckon, especially Timmy now at the level that he's playing now, then he would have made the list as well. But it was just that I just had to go with the players that I watched. If that makes sense.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I can't really argue with the responses there at all. Nothing. I can't even catch you out with anything. God damn it.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All
This is
right.
like I said. This is massive for you because out of all the unheard voices, I don't really. I don't choose to speak to anyone. Like I haven't gone out my way to reach out to people. So I saw you and was like, you know what? Yeah, I agree with this. Especially because you put in an alumni page. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. Let me go here. Let me start here. Let me talk to Michael. So